Platinum X here, back again with Baldur's Gate 3 and Wyll's Origin playthrough. I've already defeated all three of the Thorms. The Surgeon was the one that had his loot. Now the reason I'm starting this here and explaining this is because this has been a catastrophic playthrough in the fact that I went to the mountain pass too soon and before defeating the goblin leaders, and so when I returned, the grove was locked out. Like, the druids sealed off the grove and kicked out all the tieflings. All the tieflings were found dead outside of the blighted village, slaughtered by the goblins. So there's no tieflings here. So I'm not really sure, and Halson is dead. Halson was found dead in the cell in the goblin camp. So I'm really not sure how this is going to play out here. That's why I'm kind of just starting the recording now, just to kind of cover what's going to happen.
Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are warm.
Search his body for any indication of preferred instrument. Now let's just pull out the loot and play.
Daniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help. My loot. You got it back. How?
Yeah, don't worry about that now. I'm glad to see you well.
I might be all right. But Daniel isn't. Not by a long shot. I've been lost in the shadows so long. And I met a boy there too. Daniel. He's the only reason my mind survived that emptiness, that loss. He told me about someone he knew. Someone called Halson, a druid. Daniel spoke of little else.
Yeah, he's dead.
Do you know him?
I'm afraid Halson is dead.
What? But Daniel said he could save him. He knew the way. Only he knew the way.
Isn't there anything else we can do?
No. Daniel is more than a boy. You see, he's the spirit of the land. And without the druid, Daniel is trapped. And the curse can never be lifted. He saved me. And all I can do is sit here while he suffers. Alone and afraid. I'm useless. Useless.
Well, that sucks, right? Like I said, this has been a catastrophic playthrough. So again, a lesson in do not go to the mountain pass too quickly.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
I have felt you coming. The first in a century. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justicia is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Is this truly what you want?
Yes, I think so. My whole life's been leading to this. No turning back now.
Choose your own way, Shadowheart. You cannot allow your goddess to control you.
Cannot allow! This is my mistress's will, my life's purpose!
No, it's not. Your life is whatever you make it. Don't give up on yourself.
I can't believe I did that. Shah will disown me. Now I'm truly lost.
You were already lost, little warrior. A lost child, frightened by wolves.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selena, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more! I am resplendent. You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready? Oh, we'll do more than that, my friend. We're going to kill Ketheric Thorn.
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did. I'm not sure there's a place that's far enough away for me to go. Lady Shah must be angry. But there's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Night Song will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Ketheric Thorn.
What have you done? What have you done to me?
You're mortal again, Thorm. I've come to finish you.
Impossible. You are a thrall. A slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog.
Pray not, bucko.
Bow!
Yeah, not gonna happen.
The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me.
Nope.
And if you will not bow, you will break.
Nope. Sorry.
You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketheric. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name. After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough. This ends here and now. At last.
He will
That we
crumble
can
at the
agree
power
on.
of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Enough. My lord beckons me.
Oh, you mean you're a coward and you're running
You
away?
must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she.
Nope.
This
Sorry.
has only begun.
By Grazit's cock. It's about time you came. My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Mizora's life rests in your hands. Perhaps you could end this pact here and now.
Fine, let's get on with it.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with elithid symbols. Your tadpole responds to them eagerly.
Alright, so we want to unleash. Because again... Now, I've never tried the whole smashing through it. That might work, I've just never tried it. But it's best just to let her out, and you'll get Wyll's rapier. If he is with you.
You did all right, Wyll. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
Alright, so we're going to do persuasion. You think I'd get a reward for going through all this trouble.
You've jumped through enough hoops. A little treat wouldn't hurt. Now, you've got business in Moonrise to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell folks how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Okay. Try to remember how this goes. Alright, that is memory. Memory is over here. Reason. Reason is that one. Speech. That's emotion down there. Speech is on the right side.
Welcome back, Master.
There we go.
Now to reap the rewards.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design. Order. Perfection. Unity. Every plane. As one. Every being. In their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken. Corrupted. Gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. It is every Githyanki's duty to ensure the Geich Empire is never reborn.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Okay, let's not let that happen. There's 8 total minds. So really the only one that provides a buff. I mean, once you hear what they've got to say, there's really, you know, like, no need to do it every time you play through the game. I've done many playthroughs, so.
Fine bones, sharp jaw, some variety of elf. Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Gethzerai features I was born with. I guess you're no willing guest of the Geich either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
You called yourself Githzerai. Is that some kind of Githyanki?
Oh, for a set of hands to slap your face! The Yankee lost their way the moment Gith threw down the Geich Empire. Only we, Zerai, continue the war to end the Geich forever. Only we fight them on their own battlefield, the Mind.
I'm listening. What aid are you offering?
My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Geich. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
A prickling flame runs across the back of your mind and the edge of your soul. Your patron bids you caution before agreeing to this pact. The monk isn't telling you everything.
You want my help? Then tell me the truth.
All right. The gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
Reach out and purge her mind. Wyll again disapproves, Herlack approves.
Nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, and you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Has advantage on intelligence savings throws.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul, flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Ball!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Helm preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
You freeze at the sight. Your own father, Duke Ulder Ravengard, seized by the Chosen. Yet for now, there's little you can do.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Why is the prism so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Enough talk, let's finish this.
With pleasure.
My faith will protect me.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am
See,
ready.
Eldritch Blast right now.
I am.
Like, why keep letting him run his mouth? Just blast him.
Am the direction.
Well, that was easy.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back from that one.
No. Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed. You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance. We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. The sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.